A school pupil is being questioned by the police over the alleged murder of Thoriso Themane in Polokwane. Themane's body was found dumped in Flora Park. A video has emerged on social media showing a bleeding Themane lying prone on the ground as his attackers kick him. The 27-year-old was allegedly killed by a group of pupils from Cape Town High School in Limpopo. The province's Education MEC Ishmael Kgetjepe joins us on the line to discuss this. Good evening, MEC. Thanks very much for your time. From what you've been able to establish, what happened or may have happened here?
Good evening, Vuyo, and good evening to the viewers. Indeed, we got a statement report this morning about this incident that happened on Saturday around the suburb of Flora Park here in Polokwane. And the preliminary information we had by that time was that the learners of one of our schools are involved. We went into the matter, and in the process of investigation this morning discovered that the officials, the police were also following up some of the leads that were available. So we worked on a combined effort between us and the police. You will realize that it's a bit of a difficult matter because this matter happened on a Saturday outside the school situation, and therefore the information at school has not really been coming as it is. But otherwise, we have gathered to the extent that we could that it is those learners were learners of attending 5 of our schools around the city. And we are now following up on that. According to the information available at the moment, the police have already detained 5 of the learners. So we're following up on that and making sure that we, as education, are able to do whatever process we could to make sure that we protect the learners that are at school and take appropriate action where we need to.
Now, MEC, if the group of learners allegedly involved in this incident are, as you say, from 5 different schools, do you know why only one school pupil is being questioned or has been questioned so far?
No, it's not one. I'm sure the police are following a lead, if you were. Now I've seen the statement that the issue there. That number was 1 in the morning. It went to 4 in the afternoon, and now I see it's 5. So the police are busy at work, and they're continuing. As far as we are aware, there are about 14 learners involved. It depends on what each of them did work, because we're not police investigators, we're education. We're following the information that are coming to each of these schools and making sure that we are able to act. But the police have confirmed that they are now detained 5 of those learners. They've been doing a lot of work since yesterday and today.
Does anyone know or has anyone given any indication as to what may have happened? In other words, how it got to a point where these school children were kicking this man around as he lay on the ground?
No, we have not yet, except just for seeing the visuals. We don't have information. Even we're checking what will have been the cause. By the way, there was no educational event arranged at that area. Usually in that suburb, in the proximity is a place that normally is frequented by revelers. But we're not sure what had taken place there to make sure that this activity happens. And these learners, obviously, from different schools, what activity they were involved in, because there was no school activity in that area.
What kind of place is this? Do things like this happen often, if at all?
Yeah, it's not often. Obviously, that's an area of revelers. There are incidents from time to time. If you look at that suburb of Flora Park, that area is Flora Park then is an area where people go there for a variety of social activities. So that is in that area. Obviously, the suburb, people pass there, walk there, you will never know what will have happened. I think the police will be able to give more detail because now they have got more into what activities will have been happening. Once they are obviously these learners are appearing in court, and those who will be able to hear the details. But so far, they have not yet been able to establish the motive, and they have not established what the exact activities were those learners gathered there to do.
MEC, thanks very much for your time this evening.